Time for Bowles to go?
Yep, it's time to go. I like Todd Bowles because last year I saw a talent-less team play hard. And that's, to me, what a coach does. You get these guys to play hard. I didn't think Bowles was some scheming kind of genius, but he's known as a defensive guy. When the Buffalo Bills roll into town and the defense just flat out quits, you know, that's tossed around a lot in football. When a team plays poorly and, they quit. That team quit on Todd Bowles on the defensive side of the ball against a team that can't score points at home. It's over. It's over. It's over for Todd Bowles.
I would love to say I disagree. I can't, based on what we saw yesterday. They're not going to make a move before the season is over. I don't think so. He had a good year his first year when they barely missed the playoffs that last game of the regular season when they lost to the Buffalo Bills. Had a down year the following year. Last year, I saw guys overachieving because he didn't have much to work with, and they worked hard, and I thought they were going in the right direction. But when you have a guy like Jamal Adams, who I love, speaking out about how sick he is of losing, even though he said he's going to ride with Todd Bowles all day, every day, that tells me that you have guys that respect the hell out of him, that knows he knows what he's doing, but what it doesn't speak to the results. The fact of the matter is we're in a results-oriented business. And I hate saying that. I mean, it's like, you know, I got a lot of love for Todd Bowles. You know how I feel about Marvin Lewis and how he should be going. But when you see the kind of stuff that you saw yesterday, and you see the team going in this direction, particularly when you have a franchise quarterback that you just drafted, you know that the handwriting's on the wall. And I also want to say this. We minimize it, but we can't. Demeanor is incredibly important. You cannot be on the sideline looking as if you have no idea what to do. Now, I'm quite sure that's not the case because you can't go out there and play for them. Ultimately, they got to get it done. But still in all, you're going to see people looking at him, your ability to galvanize, to motivate, to bring guys together, to make sure they're achieving at a max level based on the talent that you have available to them. These are all the things that people are going to use to question you. And unfortunately, he's in the New York market, and there's no reprieve here in sight. They're going to just inundate him, and it's just going to be too much. I think the handwriting's on the wall.
I was at the game yesterday, and in all of my times being affiliated with the Jets, I don't think I've ever seen a worse game. And that includes the butt fumble, and, I mean, there have been some bad games.
The Rich Kotite era?
Well, I'm not really too familiar with the Rich Kotite era, and apparently there were some bad games then.
Yeah.
But this was, to me, by far the worst game. I mean, you let basically a quarterback who came in off the street, the fourth-string quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, and had you down 31-3 at the half. 31-3 at the half. Mm-hmm. I mean, Buffalo was out there running just rag shot all over the New York Jets. Hell, they ran a tackle-eligible play, and a lineman scored a touchdown to add injury to insult. Fake punts, doing whatever the hell they wanted to do against the New York Jets. And the crazy thing is, it seemed like no one even put up a fight. No one. Now, if you claim to be, if Todd Bowles is your guy, if you're my guy, I'm going to fight for you. I'm not going to allow somebody or something to put you on Front Street and make you look bad. And these guys talk about Todd Bowles like that's their man. And you go out there and get embarrassed by the Buffalo Bills.
Defensively.
A team that hadn't even had a lead in a month. In a whole month, the Buffalo Bills haven't had a lead, and they're beating you 31-3 at the half. I actually feel bad for Todd Bowles. I do. I think he's a dead man walking right now. I think they're going to get rid of him. And I hate talking about job security like that.
Right.
I really do.
So do I.
But I put more on this on the players. Because, damn it, you have to be a pro. What happened to being a pro out there on the football field and you going out there and getting smoked by Buffalo?
Damien, isn't ultimately that on the head coach? Why, your whole team quits on you?
I don't put that. See, me personally, I don't put all of that on the coach. Now, people will, but football play, you got to go out there and play ball, man. You can't sit here. You can't sit here.
The whole defense
you
quit.
can't sit here and just talk about how the coach is your man's, but then you go out there and get embarrassed by a team that hasn't had a lead in a month.
I'm saying if it's 2 or 3 guys, but if it's the whole defense, that's coincidence or that's a lack of leadership. I hate to say it because he had him playing hard last year, but not now.
Well, like I said, he's unfortunate, man. I don't see any way that he survives this.
By the way, remember when I said Darnold, don't start him. He's 21 years old.
Yep.
You keep Bridgewater, let him play. Maybe he builds up extra trade value because once you start a guy, it's hard to take him out. They're lucky that Darnold's not on the field for reasons other than,
You know who's lucky? The Patriots that they play in the division.
He's not playing well enough.
Jets and Bills, 3-7, bottom of the division.